Good morning, it's Christy, and today we are continuing on in our look at Matthew chapter 7. Jesus is talking. We're talking about persistence in prayer today, so listen to what he has to say. Starting in verse 7, he says this: Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives. He who seeks finds. And to him who knocks, the door will be open. Now, I want to skip over to let's look at verse 11. It says, If you then, though you are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask him? So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you, for this sums up the law and the prophets. All right, so what Jesus is saying here is when we go to him in prayer, sometimes we just kind of, we go just kind of half-hearted. We go with our prayer requests. We just kind of check off a list. Okay, be with this one, be with that one. Work here, work there, answer this prayer. But we don't really go passionately and persistently. When you come up to a door, someone's door, you knock, right? Because you can't just go right in, but you knock, and there's some resistance there. But you know that if you knock, one of two things is going to happen. Either the door's not going to open because someone's not there, or it's going to open and you're going to be able to have a conversation with that person. All right, well, with God, we know that he's always there. So that's not an option. He's always there. He's always at home. So when we knock, he is going to eventually open that door. We have to be persistent. He wants us to seek him. He wants us to continually pursue him in our prayer requests. Because if we are not passionate about what we're praying, if we're just half-hearted with what we're asking for, then why should he give it? If your child or your brother or your friend comes and says, hey, can you give me this? Or can you give me that? And then they walk away and then they never say anything more. You probably are going to forget about it, right? You're not going to take it seriously. All right. Well, God doesn't forget, but he doesn't take it seriously because we're not passionate about that. We need to go with him and be persistent and seeking his will. But also the other part of the equation is we have to seek according to his will. If something that we're asking is not good for us, if something that we are asking is out of his will, then he will answer, but he will say no. All right. And sometimes God tells us no, and it's for our own good because it doesn't align up with his will. But when we ask and when we seek and we passionately pursue him with what this desire that we have on our heart, with this thing that we are wrestling with, and he knows that it is part of his plan for us, guarantee he's going to answer. It may take a little time, but he will answer you. So keep praying. All right, talk to you later.